1899. No, let me be precise. These are the dying minutes of 1899. The last slow breath of a century. And here in London, we are watching a new era begin. The British Empire covers a quarter of the globe. Europe is at peace. It is a moment of hope. Tick-tock. Our 20th century. Can you hear it drawing near? I am H.G. Wells. I'm a writer, 33 years old, and I wrote The War of the Worlds. Since its publication, just over a year ago, people have begun thinking of me as a prophet. How strange to be thought of as having the gift of foresight. One day, just a few years ago, out walking with my brother Frank, near my home in Surrey, he turned to me. He turned to me and said, "Suppose some beings from another planet were to suddenly drop out of the sky. Creatures of superior power let loose amongst some gentle savages." And in that instant, I had a story. Let me tell you about fantastic fiction, about scientific romance. It works. Because from the first to the last, there is nothing in it that seems impossible. Tick-tock. There was a terror in it. My War of the Worlds. A Halloween night terror. The terror of a practical joke. Of screaming in fear when we know deep in our hearts that we are safe and that the ghost is just a man wearing a white sheet. These Martians who are brains without bodies, without love for lesser beings, who teach us that even though we think ourselves powerful, we may not be safe after all. One day, like the Martians, we will launch craft across the ocean of space. One day, too, from space will come the answering call of life. Let us hope it is a voice reaching out in kindness. Tick-tock. The 20th century, it is here. But why do I suddenly hear not celebration, but the sounds of Martians coming? The sounds of capsules sent across a galaxy. The sound of heat rays warming. Listen. Can you hear them drawing near? Of 1919, Europe has destroyed itself in the war to end war. 20 years ago, I remember watching a new century being born. Now, I'm 53 years old and a man whose name is known across the globe. And I think once more of the War of the Worlds. I think of the Earth under the Martians. That was the end of the 19th century, when I felt a vast indignation at colonial violence. I was writing of crimes committed in Tasmania, of foreign wars waged far away in the name of our great Queen Victoria. I tried to work with the exactness of a new art of photography, so my extraordinary story would have the reality of fact. The magnificent fighting machines standing sentinel over the fields of England. Green fields turned red with alien weed, waiting, watching for stray, rebellious humans. And then the brief blast of the heat ray, and silence once again. The imperial splendor of London. A city that ruled the world, now charcoal dark under the black smoke. Yes, I see the Martians, a true master race that have instituted their longed-for slave empire. And in the camps, the huddled, remaining, pathetic, acquiescing humans who have forgotten that to fight is to live, who wait their turn to be taken away and drunk dry. Their blood nourishing their conquerors. The Earth under the Martians. Listen. Can you hear them drawing near? sky is quiet now. It is 1945. One world war became two, with just enough respite allowed to grow a new generation to slaughter. The future. Who does it belong to? And who will inherit the Earth? The men with kindness in their hearts? Or those with the grasping violence of Mars within them? The endless war has been won, and yet the world stands in ruins, scarred by the blasphemy of death camps and atomized cities. Soon our soldiers will return from these sites, like men who have visited another planet. I am 79 years old, an old man dying, taking my long leave of you. Not for me a sudden midnight goodbye. For me, it is a long fading, like the last diminishing sounds of an orchestra. But you could continue the fight. We know that men can be Martians in a different shape. We know what I have known all my life, that we must change. Change. My life has been devoted to change. You young, you are life, and all begins again. Yes. Can we make a new world? The answer is in you. Listen.